Hello, YouTube. Tammy is a yarn crafter here on this Thursday morning to bring to you Things We're Making Thursday. Now, if you're new and you don't know what that is, back in the beginning of 2023, a very small group of content creators, I want to say 4 or 6 ladies, I call them the founding mothers because there was a very small group of them, came up with the concept of, hey, let's find 12 free crochet patterns, one for each month, and we'll all make that same pattern that month and, put our own spin on it. I followed but did not participate in 2023. Now, there is also a Facebook group called Things We're Making Thursday. And what I did a couple of different months was I went on the DIY site that I like to use and I found a couple free knitting items that looked a lot like what they were doing that month. And I would share that picture in the Facebook group because it's pretty laid back. It doesn't have to be the exact thing they're making that month. You can share all kinds of stuff over there. If you need help with something, if you saw a great sale, if you saw this product and you don't know what it's used for, you can ask if people can advise you. Very fun, laid back group on Facebook. So, anyways, like I said, I didn't participate in 2023, but I followed along. And I know Erin over at Crafting Kitty, in some of her videos for Things We're Making Thursday, she also shared some knitting patterns because some of us crochet and knit. And then is a pretty good sized group of people who only knit. And they were being excluded from this fun make along. So come 2024, they decided to switch it up. And by this point, the group had grown significantly good amount of people. And they decided in 2024, each month they were going to give us a theme. And you can either crochet, knit, if it's something you could have done quilting or sewing wise, worked on the loom, that kind of idea. Go ahead, join in, have fun. That's when I joined and actually started participating in the group. And I've enjoyed it so much. Like, I've made so many things due to this make along collab type idea. And this year they've switched it up again. It's still themed, but they want us to design our own. Now, I know there's a few content creators whom have dropped out this year because it wasn't really their vibe or what, I don't know, or just they had too much on their plate already. I myself am enjoying it, and I like to multi-dip if possible. Now, for example, for the month of March, our theme was coasters. So I made myself a coaster, so that's a dip 1. Then one of the groups I participate in, we get a photo, we got to draw our color theme from it. So that was my dip number 2. Then another group I participate in, we are doing kind of like a battle of the stitches, and we get 2 stitches a month and make something out of one stitch or the other. And so that was dip 3 because the stitch I used was one of the 2 options. Then I went over to Erin's Creator Spotlight and looked at the creator that was for the month of March to see if they had the one stitch tutorial for it because it's a stitch I've never done before, and she did. So I made my coaster with that stitch, which gave me 4 entries, 1 project. So I quadruple dipped my coaster this month, and I'm fine with that. Hey, if I could use it for everything I participated in, it would have been great. 1 project, and then I was free for the rest of the month to make whatever. Why not? This month coming up for the month of April, which now we can tell you what it is because this is the last Thursday for March. The month of April, we are making cup cozies. Now, I've made many cup cozies over the years. Honestly, I think they've all been crocheted, every one I've made. I will share some later on in the month and show you like a slideshow of them. This month I plan to hopefully make 2. Just because my husband and I, like if we're out somewhere and we stop and get coffee and, well, me it's tea, him a hot chocolate, sometimes our coffee place will give us the cardboard sleeves to go over our cups. Sometimes they don't, and those cups are pretty hot. Now, I would recommend that if you're doing a hot drink with your cup cozies, try to use cotton. Now, I do use my acrylic ones on hot drinks, but I really keep an eye on them and really check them after use to make sure, the material wasn't melting or anything like that. But if you're going to use acrylic or other blends, they're great for if you're doing like a cold drink, like you go to a restaurant and you get like a fountain pop or like an ice cap or something like that. Or if you're going somewhere and you've got a cold canned drink that there's condensation, you can easily use acrylic yarn for those cozies. Have fun with them. Now, like I said, this month I plan on making 2. I'm hoping the color themes that we get to choose from the one group, one could be male related, one could be female related. And I'm hoping both stitches for this month coming up will work on this type of project. So we'll have to wait and see what I come up with. But have fun with it. Like I said, there is a Facebook group. If you're a content creator and you want to participate, you can do your own videos. Or if you do not wish to do a video, you can always upload your photos to the Facebook group. Or if you're a non-content creator, you can also upload your photos to Facebook group if you like. And I know Jenna at the end of the month will do usually a slideshow showing everyone's entry for that month. Then if you don't really want to do the Facebook group, but you kind of want to get your photos out there and you see a content creator that is doing things for Make It Thursday, you're more than welcome to contact them. Say, hey, I wonder if you'd mind uploading my photo in one of your videos for this month's theme. And most times they'll be more than willing to, help someone out. If you're going to be a content creator, try to use the hashtag TWMT. It helps other people find you and see what you're making for that month. But have fun with it. Like I said, all the projects have been somewhat smaller, which is great because I know with a lot of the ones I've done over the last 2 years, watch a few YouTube videos or watch a show or two on the TV or a movie or two, and before you know, you've got item made. And then it's like, hey, now what am I going to make kind of theme or feeling, It's like, I don't want to keep making these. Like, yeah, for myself, coasters, I could have made one every day of the month. I'm not making that many coasters. I honestly do not know many people who use coasters anymore. So it's like, if anything, I should do like round ones that would have fit inside, which would have been actually a great idea now that I think of it. But round coasters that would have sat inside the cup holders in our truck, which would kind of help clean it, keep it clean and not much debris and stuff in there, but give it a coaster instead of just your cup sitting on a plastic hard spot. But of course, I think of that at the end of the month, right? Not the beginning. But yeah, have fun with it. Love to see what you guys are making. And like I said, if there's any questions, you can ask people over at the group. You can ask any of the content creators who are participating. We'll try to get you the information if there's something you're wondering about. But yeah, have fun. Like I said, this year we have a theme each month, but they want us to design our own and not follow a pattern. So if you're willing to pick a stitch or two and go with it, then go with it. Anyways, guys, have a great day. I will not be putting up a video tomorrow because I don't have anything that's going to be finished by then to show you. So you never know when I'll be back on with maybe a pop-up live of some kind. So keep an eye out and have a great day, everybody.